Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Zero Shin here. So, just want to give you guys a quick little update on the Nyko Powershell case. Just some extended thoughts, what I think about the case after using it a little bit more, and just addressing a couple things that I got wrong in my initial video that made people a little bit angry. But using the case has been pretty awesome. No real problems. The charging is great. It works just like it should. I haven't done any real tests on how well the charging is. I know that's good enough and it keeps your Switch alive while playing, but I don't know if it can charge the Switch faster than the battery inside the Switch can decharge. I'm not too sure about that. But more demanding games like Xenoblade, for example, it charges pretty slowly, which might be better for charging while it's in sleep mode, which kind of is a little bit weird because of the button here that doesn't allow you to charge the Switch while it's closed. But yeah, other than that though, the charging is great. Game card slots work really well, just like they should. I like how they implemented the double stack feature, so you can hold 2 games per slot. A little bit weird getting them out though. Kind of, there we go. So yeah, not that big of a deal. What's not good though is these micro SD card slots. They're pretty terrible in my opinion. I wasn't gonna use them anyway, but when I was testing this slot in here, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video. Uh, I actually got stuck in there, and I had to peel back this foam here to get it out. So they work, but they're not that great, and it's really hard to get them out too. You kind of have to like fiddle around with it, and yeah. But like I said, I'm not going to use them because I don't really carry around micro SD cards with me for my Switch. Let's see. It is a bit of a fingerprint magnet. It's kind of the con of having a nice rubberized texture to the case. Now here's one thing that I got wrong in the video that everybody got mad at me for. Um, and it's about this microfiber cloth. And initially, what I thought by when they said removable on the box was that you can just put it right there where the switch is, and then the switch would just go right on top, and then you can close it like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. But really, it's supposed to go on this top portion of the case. I know it's a simple thing that I missed. I just didn't really process when I first made the video. So just to show you, these 4 holes here, there's 2 on each side, they correspond with these pegs here. So what you do is very simple. You just have to clip it on, and then once one side's done, you just kind of gotta stretch it over. All right, so that's how it's supposed to look on the case. It actually looks very nice like this. Makes the overall case, the inside, a lot more cleaner. Covers up all the stuff in there. But honestly, even though this is the intended way that you're supposed to carry this cloth, I'm still just gonna carry it under the Switch. And the reason for that is that it's just a lot more quicker, just to do that. It just takes too long to put it on these 4 pegs, in my opinion, when you're in a rush and you gotta, let's say you already had this out, you can just throw it in there and then put your Switch on top and then close it up and then put it in your bag. That's a lot more effective when you're in a hurry. But yeah, so just so you guys know that I know where it goes now. Yep, that's where it goes, right up top there. But I'm still gonna stick with what I originally had and keep it under the Switch. Another thing that I wanted to address was the vent issue that I said about the stand covering the air intake vents. I did a little bit more research, and honestly, it doesn't really matter that much. Even if the air intake vents are covered, just maybe like that, it really doesn't matter that much because even for the Switch to be overheated, which is really hard to do, by the way, it'll just shut off. It has an automatic thermal shutdown feature that just shuts down the Switch if things get too hot. So that's not really much of an issue. because that's probably not going to happen, because like I just said, it's really hard to overheat the switch. Um, and if you don't believe me, there's a really awesome guy on YouTube named Spawnwave, and he did a video, I think it was called "Let's Overheat the Switch" or something, and he actually had to cover the entire switch in all these blankets just to get it to overheat. But if it's just on the stand like that, um, it's not gonna really make much of a difference. And I also made it seem like the only way for air to get in the switch is through these two intake vents, but that's not exactly true, because since the switch isn't sealed shut, air can still creep in through the Joy-Con rails, all through the paneling and everything. So, that's not too big of an issue. The button here, it's kind of weird. One thing I wish is that I wish there was like a definite click when you close the case, but all you really get is just that. And you really have to push it down to get it to close. You can't just kind of, you have to really push it to get it to close. I wish this was Type-C here, this micro USB port. I kind of wish they followed the trend of how the Switch, has Type-C on it. The Pro Controller has Type-C, so this case would have Type-C. Not that big of a deal, but I just wish they put something in there like that. Those are just my extended thoughts on the case. Again, I apologize about the microfiber cloth thing. I know a lot of people got mad at me for that. I still think this is an awesome Nintendo Switch case. I believe it's the first of its kind where it's just a case and the battery's built into the case. It's not my main Nintendo Switch case. I still use my TomTalk Slim case, which I think is still the best Nintendo Switch case all around. But I use this one for situations where I know that I'll need more power and I don't want to carry around one of these big battery banks. Yeah, but just a little update on this case. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.